Welcome back to Tabletop Titans. My name is Adrian, and I am joined today by the latest member of the Titans team. You might have seen him before with his fantastic Eldar. We've had him a number of times on the channel, both playing and painting. It's Brian Leyva. How you doing, Brian?
I'm doing well. I'm doing very well. How are you?
Doing great. I'm super excited that we finally got you here. I've known you for a number of years, and it's been cool kind of having you on the channel the last few months, getting to play, getting to paint, getting to create more content. So, super excited to be bringing you on fully as a official Titan as of today. So everyone, of course, in the comments section, give Brian your warmest welcome. What we're going to be doing today is, finding out a bit more about you. So I want to start off by talking about how I met you, basically, because I've known you, as I mentioned, for a while now. Yeah. We met first in playing tournaments, which is a story not uncommon to almost everyone here on the channel. And I met you, and I brought your brother and your cousin just playing tournaments, right?
Yeah, I think that was, almost close to 6 years?
Yeah.
5 years ago now?
I think so, honestly.
That's when I moved back to California.
Wild.
So yeah, it's been a really long time.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, we've just kind of known each other since then. Funny fact, so you're known for painting, but I used to paint for you.
You did.
Yeah.
You did.
Back in the day, I painted your Chukari.
Yeah.
And I did a GSC conversion as well for
you
like
did,
the little kill team.
For Necromunda.
Oh yeah, exactly.
I called them my Backstreet Bugs.
Yes.
For my gang.
Dude, I was very
I still have those models.
Yeah, you do?
Yeah, they're all
you just gotta paint them up now.
Yeah. Well, most of them are painted.
Okay.
Some of them are, but yeah.
We gotta get them on the channel. That'd be
awesome.
awesome.
I'd love to. That'd be great.
Right? But now, of course, the tables are turned. You are now, you've been a full-time painter. How has that been for you?
It's been quite a journey, honestly. I kind of like stumbled into it, like unbeknownst to me. A good friend of ours, Izzy.
Oh yeah.
I was just at a tournament at GT out in Sacramento one random weekend, and he was also there. And he had seen my Eldar, and also like I had known him prior to this. Also, like, this wasn't just like a random. Oh, by the way.
Sure. Yeah.
Random encounter.
Again, a lot of us meet through tournaments, become friends. We go to dinner, we go to lunch, hang out afterwards.
Yeah. So he had seen my army that I was working on currently, and he'd also seen like my previous Death Guard army, which are really similar to my current Eldar army. They're white, and it's a similar scheme. But he he had seen them, and he's like, "Oh, I like your work. Would you be interested in like if I could teach you some stuff, and if you would want to do commissions through me, like under me, kind of thing?"
Right.
Which I accepted graciously, very accepted. And then from there, it just kind of started this downward spiral of like hyper focused into painting, and I have backed off of tournaments so much as I have painting. I used to play like almost 2 tournaments a month.
Oh,
like
I know.
1 or 2 a month, just like a lot of people.
Every weekend we'd go, we would see you there, and it was constant. Yeah. But obviously, like you have this focus. Painting takes a ton of time, especially painting at the level that you paint, which I will say, because I know you won't say it. It's amazing. Haven't seen it? We will have a link down below to Brian's Instagram. It's cool because there's kind of this lineage of these incredible painters. You have like Seth Amston, who's a competition painter, who taught Izzy, and then Izzy, who now taught you, and kind of this lineage of like really smooth blends and like beautiful work. So I'm just gonna say that because it needs to be said. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Like I said, it was, I kind of just like stumbled into it. I was looking for it. I wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad it happened. And I'm very grateful to be here now because of it. So I'm excited.
Absolutely. How would you describe like your hobby interests? What are your favorite like color palettes and styles? What do you enjoy?
So my favorite thing to paint, favorite color to paint, which is going to be like really weird, but it's like leathers, like weird like mahoganies, kind of like browns and leathers. Yeah. That's my favorite color to paint. My favorite color palette is a lot of like magentas and like pinks and stuff like that, as is reflected in my Eldar and like John's Eldar that I painted for him as well. So those colors are definitely something that I love to do, and they're something I love to look at. But as far as like painting wise goes, my favorite color to paint is just brown. Really weird.
I honestly would have never guessed.
Yeah, I know. It's like a weird thing to enjoy painting. But like a nice leather. Oh.
Yeah. What do you like about it? Is it the process, the final result? Because I know there's things I like the way they look, but I don't like how to paint. I don't like painting them.
I think it's a little bit of both. I think it's just the way that I approach it. Maybe I don't know. Like it's I approach it any other color or the same as any other color that I paint, but I think the final look is kind of what gets me.
Very satisfying. Yeah.
I don't know. It's a weird thing to like.
I love it. Well, this kind of leads into my next question. You are known first and foremost for your beautiful Eldar. They look fantastic, so definitely check them out. Are you working on any other projects, other armies? Like, what are you excited about hobbying in the future?
So currently right now, and I'm sure for our distant future, I'll be working on my orcs. That'll be done one day at some point, and I'm sure you guys will see them at some point. I have
2030 is going to be a great year, everybody.
It's coming up real quick. I don't know. But as far as like army projects, that's really the only one I have going on for myself personally. I do have other projects that I want to do. So currently, I'm going to be working on a project for Golden Demon and Adepticon this year. I'm working on a piece for LVO coming up. But aside from that, I try not to plan like too far ahead for myself because I don't want to like lose the excitement over time. You know, it's like the closer it is for me, the more excitement I have for it. So the more likely I am to finish it. So that's kind of how I have to go about things.
So talked a lot about Warhammer. Are there other games or systems or even video games that you like to play?
Yeah, for sure. So I currently play 40K most. Obviously, here we are. But I do love to play Star Wars Legion. It's a game I hold near and dear to my heart because I love Star Wars. Middle-earth strategy battle game is another game that I play. And then as far as like video games goes, I play a lot of Overwatch, though I don't like to admit it. Also not very good. Don't like to admit that either. But that's basically all I kind of do at this point. I don't really play any other tabletop games, though I'm sure that'll change being here.
You can't, like, you trust me. Especially because you only play, currently, technically, you're playing one army.
Yeah.
You've condensed, because you used to have Drakari and Harlequins, and you've condensed to Eldar. Yeah. We're gonna expand those horizons and create a big problem for you. So.
Well, that's the problem. You're doing it the right way, because the more I play something, the more I'll want it for myself.
Yeah.
And that's not good for me.
Yes, exactly. Well, look, that's still a lot of things, and of course, we have recently started doing more Lord of the Rings content. Super interested in that. So that's going to be fun to play and see. Let us know, of course, in the comments below. Do you want to see any of these games that Brian is talking about? If so, you definitely have an advocate there on the team.
Yeah, for sure. I talk about it all the time, too. Like, even honestly. Today I was talking about it.
Yeah. So here's a question. You've been doing hobby and wargaming and stuff for a while. How'd you get started in all this?
So probably like a lot of you guys, my dad actually got me into it, but not in the way that like your dad got you into it, right? Yeah. So there's a local mall to where I used to live, and they had a Games Workshop store in that mall. And so whenever we go to the mall, my dad would take me and my brother to the Games Workshop store once we discovered that it was there. We were never allowed to buy anything. We were never allowed to do anything. We just got to hang out there and like watch the people play games because it took up our time. My parents got to go shop and do whatever they wanted to do.
Drop you off at the GW store.
Yeah, exactly. And then eventually the store was closing, and this was a couple years after we had been like consistently going there every time we went to the mall. And my dad kind of felt bad because we had been going for so long and we were still interested in it. And he's like, all right, well, you've been interested long enough. Yeah. I know that if I get something for you, it's not just going to go away. Yeah. Little did he know. Yeah. It will never go away.
It really didn't.
So that's how I kind of got my start, and then I fell off like middle school, high school, in the school like most other people do.
Totally, it's tough.
And I got back into it when I moved out of California, and I had a friend that just randomly discovered he played, and then he got me back into it as well. And then from there, it's been nonstop.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I love it. Well, we're super glad to have you. We're very lucky to have you. What are you excited for in the future?
Oh, what a big question. What am I excited for? So I'm excited for, me personally in my hobby, I'm excited to do more display painting. That's something that I've really wanted to like reach out into that I haven't really done prior to this. Yeah, totally. So that's something I'm personally looking forward to for my own like personal time. But aside from that, gameplay-wise, or like games-wise, I should say, I think I'm just more excited to play games with armies that I have never really experienced, right? So like my last army that I played that had power armor was like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. Everything else has been like Eldar, right? Yes. Like the various flavors of Eldar. So I think I'm most excited to just branch out and play things that I never would have played otherwise, because like I don't have access to the models outside of this, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So being able to just pick and choose whatever I want to play and have no repercussions, that sounds really good to me.
I mean, look, you're in the right place for that. Yeah. So we're going to be, of course, trying out lots of different armies, learning different things. That's a big part of the gig, and so it's gonna be fun. Let us know, of course, what you're interested in having Brian try. If you want to have him try something very complicated, or if there's something you feel like might match him better, it's up to you, chat. As always,
I like fast armies that die really quickly. Okay. That do a lot of damage. That's how I like to play the game.
Eldar.
So Eldar, yeah, I think I found the one.
So you're very much like a glass cannon kind of player,
for sure, yeah. That's why I like playing Drakari so much, because they smack super hard, but then they just like disappeared immediately.
I'm going to present with you a series of two options. A or B, and no context given, you just pick one of them, okay? First thing comes to your mind. right? Okay. Loyalist or traitor?
Traitor.
Xenos or Chaos?
Xenos.
Slanesh or Khorne?
Slanesh.
Zinch or Nurgle?
Zinch.
Omnissiah or Emperor?
Omnissiah.
Agrax, Earthshade or Null Oil?
Agrax.
Clean or dirty?
Clean.
Tough or fast?
Fast.
Hot dog or hamburger?
Burger.
Pineapple or cucumber? There we go, perfect.
Especially if it's on pizza.
Oh no! The legacy lives on. I love it, I love it. So of course, let us know in the comments below if you have questions for Brian. Of course, we're going to be getting to know him more over the coming months. You're going to be playing games generally at least once a week, maybe more, who knows. And of course, give Brian a very warm welcome and welcome to the team. You're of course going to be hanging out with us at the Las Vegas Open and here on out. So, and super, super happy to have you here. It's going to be fun.
I'm super excited, like I said. Looking forward to it.
It's going to be great. That's going to do it for us. We'll catch you next time on the Tabletop. Bye.